Hi everybody, it's Daphne and you're very welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for coming to spend some time with me today. I really appreciate it. Today I thought I would do demonstrate how I do a winged liner for deep set hooded eyes. So I have everything done on my face except my liner and my mascara, and I have a very minimal eye look because I wanted to focus on the liner. And this is the way I would do my liner every day. And if I was going out, I would just maybe extend the wing a little bit, but this is the way I do my liner every day. And I learned part of this technique from Stephanie Marie. I will link her channel below. She did a dedicated video to how to line your lash, not so much your waterline, but the roots of your lashes, and that's what I've been doing. And then I discovered that if I take it a little step further, it actually works for a wing for deep set hooded eyes. So you can see I have very deep set eyes. They're small eyes and they're also hooded. And in case anybody's watching who doesn't, wondering what the heck is a hooded eye, it's where you can't see a lot of your mobile. That's my mobile lid, that it kind of gets covered up when I open, it disappears when I open my eyes. And some days my eyes are more hooded than others. I don't understand that, but I have been using a really good eye cream. It's the Derma E lifting eye cream. I'll link it below. And I've been putting it all around my eye socket bone and up here. And I think it's really helping to firm the skin. So I do find that my eyes are possibly not as hooded as they used to be, because I'm beginning to see that there is my socket, but that there's a little hood over the movable lid. So, as I say, everything is done on my face. I'm just going to adjust the camera a little bit. Everything is done on my face. I've put a very simple eye base on. Have I got it here? It's the Maybelline Colour Tattoo in Creme de Rose. You've seen me use it before. It's just a kind of, it's almost like MAC Painterly. So it's just a very neutral base. I use it every day. Just let me grab it and I'll show it to you. Sorry. That's it there. I use it every single day. Just for an everyday look. And you can see, I don't know if you'll be able to read the name, but it's Creme de Rose. There, down at the bottom, Creme de Rose, and that's how well it's used. I love it. It's creamy. It's not too creamy. It doesn't crease. You could also use it as a base for other eye looks, but I just like it for on a daily basis because it sort of neutralizes any blueness in the lids or any veins or anything like that. It's really good, and actually they have quite a range of colors. So I have my brows done, everything is done, and I have, where are they? My products. So what I'm going to be starting with is, and you don't need these specific products, it's anything like them. This is my Sephora, the name is nearly gone again. It's the Contour Eye Pencil 12, I think it's 12 hour, it's waterproof. That's it there. And it is in the colour, yeah, it's in the colour Tiramisu. I don't know if you'll be able to read it, focus. You might be able to read that, it's not focusing very well. But it's just a brown liner. I find that a brown is more, it's more suitable, for my age and also my colouring, and yeah, it's just more flattering. I mean, there are times when I do use black, and I'm going to show you what I do with it, but it's not necessarily the colour of the liner that I'm going to show you as well, it's just the type of liner. So this is a really easy one to use. There's lots of different ones, provided you just try and find a nice soft one. This is very soft, and I find because I've got oily lids, I'm not oily on my face, but my lids are oily, and yeah, my lids are oily, so liners tend to break down. This one doesn't break down too much. It does a little bit, but not completely, and it stays in my lash line. So I'm going to use a small mirror. I'm trying not to get it onto camera, and I will be able to demonstrate. So I'm going to come in nice and close, and what I'm going to do is line the roots of my lashes, but I'm going to line, if you're squeamish, don't look. I'm going to line the roots of my lashes, but I'm not really lining the waterline. So I'll show you what I mean by the waterline is literally that space there. That's your waterline. Oops, that's your waterline there. That space of skin. But I'm not quite going to do that. I'm going more into the roots of my lashes, so I'm going up a little bit higher. Now I hope you'll be able to see. I'm just going into the roots, and I'm very gently pushing the liner into the roots of my lashes. And you may not be able to see until I'm finished the full effect. But it's if you can, you might see that it's beginning to define my lash. I'll do one eye and you'll be able to see. So, and I'm going to bring it over into the inner part like that. Now it's up to you whether you want to bring the liner right down into the corner of your eye. I tend to like that look, just to give my eye more definition. So you can see that, I hope, that it's just given more volume and thickness to my lashes. Now, I could actually just leave it at that and not do anything on the top, but I like to go in. Oops. Stray hair. I like to do the same thing. So again, I'm kind of, I hope you can see, I'm going into just the base of my lash line. I'm not lining as such, I'm pushing it into the base of the lashes. And I do like to go the whole way across. Now I've put a little more, I've put it up a little bit higher than I would have liked, but it's fine for demonstration purposes. So you can see from one eye to the other that the lash line on this eye looks much more defined. And even at that, I could leave it. But what I like to do is go under again to where you were doing the line. Oops, I have a little bit of fluff. There. I go back to where I was pushing the liner into the base of the under base of my lashes, and come back to where you finish. You pull the pencil down to where your eyelid finishes. Now it'll be different for everybody, obviously, so there's where mine finishes, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull that out at that angle like that. And you can see that that's not getting lost in the hood. Now I'm going to join it in a little bit. Now I hope you can see that that's not lost in the crease of my eye. It's not lost in the hood at all. And I hope you can see that the eye is much more defined and the lash line is much more defined by comparison with this one. Now, depending on what your occasion is, you could thicken that top line a little bit more. You could bring it out a little bit more. The one thing about the pencil is you need to keep it nice and sharp, nice and pointed. So I might just sharpen this. Actually, no, what I'm going to do is I'll demonstrate how you can achieve that wing with a different type of liner. But I'm still going to go under with this one. So again, I'm going into the base of the lash from underneath. I'm not lining the waterline, I'm going into the base. And I'm going to continue it over here and into the corner. I'm noticing all kinds of little stray hairs because I'm using, I think it's a 5 times magnified mirror. So, like I say, you could even leave it at that. That's the underside of the lashes lined. But I'm going to, for demonstration's sake, go over the top. So again, into the lash line as opposed to drawing a line on the lid. You could do it with little dots. You just kind of push the liner in, and there you can see that it's much more defined, and the roots of the lashes look more voluminous. And I think they do match. I've brought it right down into the corner. Now, I'm going to put this aside for a moment, and I'm going to show you using like a felt tip liner, and this is the Rimmel Wonder Wing eyeliner tracer. Now, it tells you draw the line and stamp to flick. Now, I bought this a few months ago and I haven't really been using it. That's what it looks like. So you have the slim tip to draw your line, and then the idea is you draw it like this with the tip, and then you stamp and you get your line. That's the idea. Okay, so, but I've been finding this is very useful if I do want to get, if for an evening look, if I want to get just a slightly more precise line than I have over here, I'll turn to something like this. And the brown of that pencil liner was dark enough that if you use a black, it's not really going to notice. So the same thing, I'm going to find where I finished my line at the end of my brow, or at the end of my lid, I beg your pardon. I'll have to go from this side so you can see me. Now, that's where my liner line finishes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it out there like that, and you can see that there. Now I'm going to join it up so that it doesn't look too odd, and you can, oops, sorry, you can see it there, it doesn't disappear into the crease of my eye or the hood of my eye. Now for an evening, so I was to just demonstrate that you can do that with a pencil, a soft pencil, but you can also do it with this type of a liner. I find that this, it looks lovely when it's on, when it's just put on, but for me it just breaks down, and I'm so disappointed because I really thought that this was going to work. It does work in practice insofar as, you know, the mechanics of it work beautifully, but for me it breaks down. So I have to find another liner. Now, if I was going out for evening time, I might want to make that slightly more dramatic. So I can, again, go to the end of where I finished my line and just take it out a bit further. So you can see that that is slightly more exaggerated and slightly more dramatic. And eyeliner, like eyebrows, they are sisters, not twins, because I do find that this eye, I can do my liner much better than on this eye. In fact, I was kind of brave starting with this one. But you can see that this is more of sort of like a daytime, and this you could do more for nighttime. So just very quickly, just go back over it, get your pencil of choice. You go into the roots of the lashes on the bottom, the roots of the lashes on the top, and then when you finish that, you find where you finished your line, coming right to the end of your natural eyelid, and then you find that little tip and you just pull it out from there. Because what I used to do was I would draw my line, and then I would look in the mirror and I go, okay, I'll take it from here. And I was taking it from up here instead of the natural line of my eye, which was, that's the natural, that, you know, the natural kind of spot, I think, for my eye, that I can pull out a wing and it's not going to get lost in that little hood. So, just very quickly to finish, I'm going to just put on some mascara, and this is my favourite at the moment. It's the L'Oreal Lash Paradise. Absolutely love this. The only thing is, I have it, I'd say maybe a month, little more. It's got so gloopy and thick, and I've heard that it does dry out very quickly, but I'm just loving it. It gives great volume and definition. I'm sorry, I'm looking in my mirror here. So get right into the base of the lashes and pull the brush upwards and outwards, and that will give your lashes lift as well as length and volume. This is definitely getting very gloopy, so it's not, you know, for such a beautiful mascara, I wish it would last a bit longer, because wait till you see, you can see little bits of it, little flecks falling off, and I will correct as well. So I hope you can see the definition that that gives by comparison with this eye, and that's just with one coat. And I'll just do the other eye now as well. There's a debate. I always think there's a debate that you know, should we put mascara on our bottom eyelashes? And I tend to, because I think my face looks very flat. I need to bring my eyes out, and I've just smudged it. I need to bring my eyes out. So any kind of definition in my lashes helps a lot. You can see there that it's, because it's getting so dry, it's kind of smudging very easily and making little deposits. Now, I'm going to have to get some concealer to fix that. But you can see there again the volume and definition that it gives. Now I am going to go in just a tiny little bit on my bottom lashes, just to give them a little bit of definition. I think for my face, and everybody is different. I need to get my concealer now to fix that. And this is a Rimmel concealer as well. It is the breathable, the lasting finish. Sorry, smudged. Breathable. That is something sticky on it. It must have been the price tag or something. And I like the concealer, but I'm not mad about how it dispenses, because it comes through the sponge, but you really have to squeeze it, and sometimes too much comes out. So that side of things now, but the actual concealer itself, I do like. I hope that's covering that up. Kind of, yeah. And on the other side. So, two different looks, like sort of an everyday and a more dramatic look. That's the mascara. But both done using the same technique. So, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope it was helpful. And actually, I didn't get to do a video earlier in the week because it's just been a busy week. My two daughters take ballet and they are doing exams at the moment. Now they just do one exam each, but there's been extra classes and in the evening times, and it means kind of spending the day getting ready to leave the dinner ready to cook, or you know, if my older daughter's here, leaving it ready for her and so on, and that whoever is not coming, the younger ones, are being looked after. So it's been a kind of a juggling act this week. The last exam is just this coming Tuesday. My other daughter did hers yesterday and was very happy. She's doing intermediate, which is, she's now going into grade 7. So hopefully, that's a big exam. It was over an hour, so hopefully she did really well. And my little one is doing grade 2, and it's the Royal Academy of Dance. So it's just been sort of busy this week, but I've been very inspired by to do an everyday look, a very glowy everyday look, using different products that I've pulled out again that I haven't been using for a while, and actually products that I hadn't really loved very much, and now I've actually fallen in love with them again. So I might do that as my next video. So if you have enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps. If you haven't subscribed, maybe you would consider subscribing. I'd love to have you as part of the community, and comment. I love chatting to you and getting to know you. So I really do hope you've enjoyed this, and it's Friday, so have a fabulous weekend, and I will talk to you again very soon. Take care. Bye.